I just want to welcome everybody this morning. It's great to see you out. We've been lucky so far. The winter's still pretty open, no snow yet.
I haven't seen a gathering like this in the construction sector, that are addressing this issue.
To talk in construction about mental health and mental well-being and to dedicate time to it, time, energy, resources, finance is awesome.
5 years ago, this would never have happened. Early in my struggles with mental illness, all my challenges with addictions, mental health, I didn't talk because I didn't feel it was safe to do so.
Creating that safe space to tell someone's story is really, really important. And it's incredibly important for people to hear other people's stories. The expectations that this is an open and safe space, there's respect, there won't be judgment.
We're changing culture at this conference, and that's important because people go away from that and they'll become those ambassadors, whether that's in their own workplace or in the type of work research or the conversations that they're having going forward. We are making a difference, and that's really important to me.
Aligned with our vision for a construction industry where safety is foundational to everything we build, our conference focuses on the reality that creating a safety culture is more than just a compliance checklist. It's about building an environment that attracts and nurtures talent, and every worker is valued, protected, and equipped to contribute to their growth and the growth of our industry.
When you're talking about psychological health and safety, and we're just still trying to get people to comply with the law. And I said, if you're focused on trying to get people to comply with the law, then you have it backwards. You need to focus on people and how to support people, and you will get compliance with the law.
Safety is about the people. I think that is the biggest takeaway for me right now.
ACSA is celebrating its 35th anniversary with a sold-out conference.
A sold-out conference when you know that mental health is the theme, that doesn't always happen. I remember speaking this was in Northern Alberta years ago, community event, 7 o'clock, library. You know how many people had show up? 2. They were the janitors.
The more we work on it, the more we can ensure that it's a part of the way that we do work. It's built into our processes. It's not something that needs to be a standalone, this is a tough thing to do. It's going to one day become something very natural. So the more we talk about it, the more we have the conversations, the more we build it into our operations, the easier it'll get.
And as you care about your people and as this is going on, creating that movement, those employers that are not there yet, they will be pulled along as the movement happens.
But how do you address the reality that psychological health and safety is a bit of an administrative burden, but it's a necessary one?
If you're investing in the health and safety and the psychological health and safety of your employees, that is going to attract people to your organization. It's going to attract people to your business. Part of that cost of doing nothing is understanding, well, what happens if one employee goes off? It is more important even for smaller organizations to invest in health and safety and to invest in psychological health and safety. You can't afford not to. So helping to get that message out there that safety is an investment, it's not a cost center. This is going to help your business. And yes, unfortunately, we do have to talk about ROI. If they're only focused on the bottom line, that's what we have to talk with them about.
Construction can be a very dangerous job. And if you're not on your game, you're dealing with stresses that take you off your game. The consequences can be catastrophic, not only for yourself, but for those that you're working with.
I mentioned earlier my colleague who passed away. His name's Wayne Furlong, father of 3. I was a laborer. Last coffee break of the day before we're actually shutting down the site for 3 days at Christmas time. And our foreman comes in and he tells Tony what to do, and he tells Curtis what to do, and he tells Wayne what to do, he tells me what to do. And I said, why would we send Wayne up to the roof to shovel it off when it's snowing and we're shutting down for 3 days? And he looked at me and he said, don't you effing tell me what to do. Get your ass in that trailer and do that. Wayne goes up to the roof, and I watched Wayne leave, and he's shuffling his feet, and you could see his mind was not in the game. And I'll never forget it. Wayne goes up and on the roof, and 20 minutes later, the ambulance are all there, and they're trying to resuscitate him, and he's gone. The reality is that Wayne was physically fit for duty, but knowing he was going to do something that didn't need to get done put him into a state, and we could all see it. And I have to live with that. Like, I saw it and I said something, but I didn't say enough.
I know what it feels like to have lost my voice, and I know what it feels like to have found it. That is my number one hope for you. Because when you find your voice, you will find your power.
Well, we're here to leverage the industry expertise through engagement, products, services, and education to support the continuous improvement of the safety culture in Alberta's construction industry. And it's really about leveraging the industry expertise. What's happening out there? What's happening on the ground? What problems are you facing? What solutions do you have? That's what we're here to do.
Error is normal. Everyone's gonna make a mistake. We're human. Now, when that error happens, how are we responding to it? What was that guy thinking? Why did he do that? Yeah, la, la, la. Hey, get over that stuff. Come to peace with the fact that error is normal. The sooner we come to peace that it's normal, the sooner we can rely on factors outside of human error to improve performance.
The fact that ACSA and this conference is bringing attention to psychological safety at the same level as physical safety is just so important, and that's something that we really support.
As industry partners, we know how important it is to support one another. Open Circle and ACSA share many of the same members and values.
So in addition to stopping the blade faster than a car's airbag, it actually falls into the cabinet as well. So say if you're on a job site and someone trips and falls while this thing is running, they're not going to fall on a stiff, hard blades sitting up like that. It'll disappear.
To have that conversation, to start like, yeah, it's challenging, where you feel safe, to be vulnerable. And then that leads to culture change. Those conversations, if enough people start talking about them, the culture will start to change, and that can be organic.
This conference is only the beginning of our efforts on this topic. Together, we'll make improvements in our industry's safety culture. Safety is about people. It will take all of us looking out for ourselves and each other to make a difference.